Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Just bear with me one moment. Just getting my computer started up. Hello to everyone that is joining in. Sorry, I can't see who you are yet because I can't, my screen is taking a moment. It's taking its good old time. I will say that. Okay, now it's up. Now I can say hi to everybody. Hello, Penny. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Ivy. Hello, Rose. Hello, Dee. Oh, Dee, I got my cards today. Thank you so much. I forgot to bring them home to show you guys. I'll show you them tomorrow. I promise. I will show them tomorrow. So, hello, 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 everyone. I'm so glad you could all make it this evening. Super, super excited that you were able to make it. Oh my goodness, I love them. The whole staff loved them. Everyone was so excited whenever I opened them up. It was really, really exciting at the store today. We've been doing a lot of exciting things at the store, so it was really fun to open something up. Oh, good, Heidi. All right, so tonight we're going to do a little bit of alcohol marker coloring. And no, it's not. I'm going to explain the alcohol marker class, but I'm also going to do some alcohol marker coloring. There's been a huge influx, a massive influx of questions about the alcohol marker class. So I wanted to come on here and kind of let you guys all know what the alcohol marker class is all about. Also, we have a new level in the alcohol marker class, which I think is super cool and really exciting. So I wanted to tell you guys about that too. So first of all, thank you to everyone that signed up for the marker class already. I super duper appreciate you. But we've had a ton of questions about the alcohol marker class, and we've also had a ton of questions about another version of the class. So Belinda was the first to actually send over an email about it, but there have been quite a few of you that have also sent over an additional email about it. So what we decided to do is there's now 2 levels of the class. So there is the full level of the class. It is an online class, Heidi. Sure is. So there's 2 levels of the class now. There is a level where you receive everything for the class, meaning you're going to receive the markers, you're going to receive everything you need, the paper, you're going to receive everything for the class. Then there's a secondary level that is half the price of the class, where you will just receive the notebook and you'll receive a link to the class, meaning you won't receive markers, you won't receive the pouch that the markers come in, you won't receive the marker paper, you don't get any of, you don't get anything shipped to you, if that makes sense. But you do get the workbook and you do get the class. So we wanted to make sure, because there were so many folks that said, we really would like to take the class, but we don't need the markers. So that's why I wanted to make sure that we had another level of the class for you guys. Now, do you guys want to see I'm going to show you guys the handbook real quick, because the handbook, this is a class that I've taught many, many times, and it's one of my absolute favorite classes to teach because I love alcohol marker coloring. It's one of my absolute favorite things in the entire world to do. And I love teaching about alcohol marker coloring because it was my favorite class when I was in college. So I have been kind of studying alcohol marker coloring, forever, I feel like. And I really, really love teaching it. So I wanted to show you guys a quick glance at what the workbook looks like. And again, no matter what level of the class you take, you do get this workbook. Now, I will say that you are going to want to try to make it to, you're going to want to try to make it to the at least make it to the online class or watch the class back, because the notebook isn't really going to make much sense to you unless you watch the class. So I'm hoping that that makes sense to you. But you can watch the class whenever you want. The class is yours forever, and you don't have to worry about the class going away, or, you know, it's great because you don't have to worry about any of that. So let's go ahead. Or do you guys want to see a peek inside of the workbook? Will that kind of help you, you know, figure out what the class is all about? I thought that might help, but I don't know. Do you think that'll confuse you more, or will that help? I'm hoping it would help. Okay, so the way the class works is it's broken down into very, 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 very simple items. So it makes a little bit more sense whenever we get into the more difficult things. So the very first page, we talk about color theory. So we talk about how colors work. So we talk about how you can build up the different colors. And of course, you will receive these colors in your class, so don't worry. This is part of the class that you receive the markers. But if you take the modified class, you just have to make sure that you have, excuse me, a color from every family, meaning you have to have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, brown, grays, you know, things like that. Then what we move on to is we talk about layering and saturation, which is very important. Oh, awesome, Fatima. And then gradation of color, which is also something that's very, very important when we're talking about doing different types of alcohol marker coloring. So this is a very comprehensive and very thorough workbook. And if you've ever taken classes with me before, I'm obsessed with workbooks. Then we have light source. So light source is something that's very important. Very, very important. Learning about what shading looks like when light is coming from different areas. So that is super, super important whenever you're learning about alcohol marker coloring. And of course, we are going to go over what light sources mean. Super, super important. Then this is probably the number one thing that people ask about the most, and that is the face map. Now, you're going to say, Christopher, how are we going to do something with a face map if we don't have flesh tone colors? This is going to be the number one thing that we are going to do in the class, where we don't care about what color we use. So you're going to have, maybe your person will be blue, maybe your person will be green, maybe your person will be yellow. It doesn't matter, because you are going to learn how to work with the T-zone, is what we call it, on the face. And I'm going to teach you essentially how to shade and how to work with different types of gradations, as well as, of course, contouring and light and how that works. And we're going to talk about also different types of skin tones. And I don't talk about just one skin tone. We're going to talk about every skin tone in the rainbow. And again, I think that's very important. Then we are actually going to practice with different colors, meaning we are going to try with different faces, different shading, and different things like that. Yeah, you can use whatever alcohol markers you want. If you sign up for the deluxe class, which is the top level class, I'm going to send you markers. So you're going to get markers. But if you don't, and you already have markers, you can now take this class and you don't have to worry about the markers, because you already have them. Then the second thing that everybody asks about is hair. Hair is a big one. I probably get asked at least 10 times a month in the store, what do I do with hair? How do I shade hair? How do I make hair look luminescent? How do I make hair look like it is supposed to be very, very pretty? This is one of my favorite parts to teach, because the hair part of it can be so tricky and it makes it very confusing. But I promise you, I am not going, yeah, we can list the markers, yeah. But I promise you, I'm going to make it super, super easy. Then we, of course, are going to go over different styles of hair. So we're going to go over hair that has a lot of gradation to it. We're also going to go over hair that has less gradation to it. So you can do a flat hairstyle, but still make it look very luminescent and very pretty. Now, of course, we're going to have all sorts of information here. I'm not going to show you what that means. You get one skin tone marker, I'm pretty sure, in the set. You get one of them. Yep. But again, the basic premise is what I'm teaching you in the class, and then what you're going to do is from there, you are going to, you know, use your skin tones and so on and so forth. And then last but not least, you always get a sneak peek into markers 201, or the next level of the markers class, which is another one of my favorites, is clothing. So, of course, we are not going to get deep into clothing in this class, because clothing and fabrics are a totally different class, believe me. It's another one I teach. It's another one that I have a lot of fun with, and I love doing the clothing classes, but you get a sneak peek at the very end of our class that we have together on how you actually color the clothing. You will receive the notebook as soon as the markers ship. And you actually, if you're signing up just for the level where you already have the markers, you actually will receive the download. You'll receive the download too. Yeah, I think it's so much fun. This is one of my favorite workbooks. And what's great is a lot of these pieces, like this piece here, you can tack it right on your wall when you're done. And it makes it so easy, and it makes it so simple. And I'm so excited that 2019 is going to be the year that I get back into teaching, because I've missed teaching so much that I can't wait. And plus, since it's all online, it makes it so easy, because we don't have to worry about, you know, can I make it to the class? Thank you, Jerry. Can I make it to the class? Well, you don't have to worry about it, because you can watch the class whenever you would like. So I think that's going to be fun. And I think it's going to be super cool. And then, of course, we're going to have additional classes that are for, I'm trying to save money. Oh, my goodness. That's okay. You know, I say this all the time. It's free. It is free. The class is going to be, we're going to announce when the class is as soon as the markers come in. We just ordered the markers last week, and they're pretty quick to get them in, but I don't want to make any promises until it comes in. But Jennifer, everyone that comes into our store says the same thing, that they're like, I just wanted to come into the store and see everything, and all I want to do is spend money. And I say, it's always free to hang out. 100%. There's no charge to hang out and have fun and chat, and that's what it's all about. It's, you know, that's how I started in this industry. You know, when I first started, I didn't have a line of products. I didn't have, you know, anything really to talk about other than the knowledge that I have for this industry. So, you know, that's why I love what we've built and what we have with Brutus Monroe, because we can just hang out and we can have fun. The most people that we will have in the class is 50. That's the most that we are taking. So there are 30 spots available for the regular class, and then there are 20 spots available for just the regular everyday workbook. But I will say that I believe there's only like 3 spots left for the big class, if that makes sense, for the one where you get the markers. There's only a couple of spots left. So enough of all that mushy stuff. I love you guys to pieces, but enough of all that mushy. So today, I'm going to use one of my brand new stamps from Unity, which we're hoping to ship next week. That is our plan, is to be able to ship them next week, or, you know, towards the end of this week, because we placed our order and we're just waiting, because they're kind of swamped at Unity right now, which is a great thing. We're just waiting to get the stamps in, and then we will send them right on out to you. But today, I want to use the botanical background, because of this stamp set has been getting a lot of attention. And of course, I want to use a stamp set that lots of folks are talking about and are having fun with. So this is the botanical background. I'm so excited, so excited about this stamp set. And, oh, you did good, Kara. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves our paper trimmer. Oh, my little trimmer thing fell out again. I'm about over this paper trimmer, I'll tell you right now. Oh, good, Georgia. Awesome. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to cut this down to 4.5, because that will fit in our MISTI. We'll cut it down to 4.5 by, oh, let's cut it down to 6, or a little under 6. I'm going to have to bring it home tomorrow. I forgot, but we have new Brutus Monroe bags coming tomorrow. Really nice, like, laptop bags that I ordered for the team, and then of course we will have some available for you guys. They're really, really, really nice laptop bags. The Saber Brutus are on them. So once I have that bag, I'll be able to remember more things, if that makes sense. I know that sounds terrible, but since I don't have like a good bag to bring back and forth, I need a really good bag, and that's basically what I'm saying. And now that I'll have a really nice Brutus Monroe bag, I'll be able to remember to bring that home, because Michael will be like, Christopher, I'm putting this in your bag. You need to take it home. You need to take that, because we need to talk about it tonight. So I won't forget things as much once we have our real nice Brutus Monroe bags. There will actually be 4 lists, Kathy. There will be a skin tone list. There will be, hold on, I'm trying to think. Skin tones, there will be earth tones, there will be floral tones, and then there will also be everyday tones that will be suggested. All right, so when you get your Unity stamp, you'll always take this piece off the back. You just card it. You can of course keep that piece if you want. You don't have to. And you're gonna flop it right down here on your card base or whatever you're using. They are made out of almost like suit material. I don't know how to explain them. Michael, or do you like, are they like, I think they're like tweed, I think it's tweed. They're really, really nice. I'll show you in the live tomorrow. But I mean, it's basically, it's called a laptop bag, but I wanted something that would fit cardstock and all the different goodies that I'm always taking back and forth. So, I think it might be like a tweed. I'm not sure. But I'll show you guys tomorrow. Hi, Dawn. We were just talking about the modified marker class. So if you have the markers, you can still take the class. Oh, Michael hasn't seen them yet. Yeah, he has had a busy, busy week. And it's Monday. It's been a busy week already. Okay. So we'll go ahead and... Oh, look how pretty that is. We're going to stamp it 3 times, though, because I like it to be really, really, really dark. And, of course, with a big stamp like this, doesn't always hit all the different areas. Yeah, it's super detailed. It's one thing I love about the rubber, is that it's very detailed. Thank you, Eileen. Oh, look how pretty. Oh, my goodness. Every time. All right, so now we're going to lift this up. It has a little bit of adhesive on the back. And let's put this to the side. Oh, hi. Trudy, haven't seen you in forever. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the heat gun real quick. Oh, thank you, Heidi. I have lots of other things up my sleeves. That is the Mini Misty. It's my favorite size. And I'm just heat setting this real quick because it is... We used a lot of ink. So you just want to make it good and set. And a huge thank you to everyone that's signing up for the class. There's only a couple of spots left, but I thank you very much. Okay. Oh, yes, Michael redid all the cardstock online. So if you guys were looking for a specific color, it's available. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit because we're going to do a little coloring. I'm using the Not Your Mama's cardstock. It's my favorite for alcohol marker coloring. I always suggest to use the Not Your Mama's cardstock when you're alcohol marker coloring because nothing goes through it. And it's great. It's wonderful. Like, see here, I'll take this piece that I was just testing on and I'll show you. See, it doesn't come through. Isn't that awesome? It will not bleed through. And I put a lot of color on there. Oh, good. All right, so now we're going to start with, it was Raven ink. Yep, I always use Raven ink for my alcohol marker coloring. So this is, that's how he must, oh, would be gorgeous. It would be really pretty if you did it like on like Midnight cardstock, which is one of my favorites. Midnight, and you did like a gold, and then you just did a sentiment across it. Oh, it would just be absolutely stunning. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and I'll tell you the color names. It will not. Nope, inkjet will not. You're safe with inkjet if you are using inkjet and alcohol marker. So the colors I am using are, I'm using 364 and 362. So if you have alcohol markers, you know, you just want a lighter and a darker one. Let's see. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead on in and continue coloring away. And of course, the entire class is going to be really about, you know, coloring and how you color flowers. And so 364 and 362 is what we're using. And then the greens we're going to use are 644 and 632. And of course I will, nope, these are our markers from Brutus Monroe. We teamed up with Style File. And I personally, I would say that these are as close to a Copic as you are going to get without having a Copic. And my favorite part about this is the markers are $3.50 a marker. You really can't beat that. Okay, so we're just adding in some color here. Okay, so now, and always remember with your Style File markers, the little dot, the smaller dot is your fine tip, or your brush nib, I'm sorry, and the bigger dot is going to be your wash, or what you would use, like the chisel nib. And of course, in the class, we are going to go over what all the colors mean, how they work, you know, all that fun stuff. And also what I love about the Not Your Mama's cardstock is it doesn't bleed. That's another great thing about it. You don't have to worry about it bleeding. So again, I'm just going in, I'm just adding some color here. And we're going to end up using the blender as well. Hi, Joy. And we're just coloring in ever so. Yes, they're very rich. They're just a really, really good, really, really great marker. And when I was searching for who we were going to partner with and what markers we were going to bring into Brutus Monroe, I, you know, searched high and low for quite some time because I wasn't sure, you know, I wanted to make sure I brought you guys something that was of, you know, great quality and something that, you know, I would want to use as well. And I can tell you that these were hands down the best. Took a while, but I, once I figured out that these were going to be the ones, these were very quickly became the ones we were going to stock in the store. And we're waiting on, we have another order coming that's coming with the markers for the class. So it's, they'll all be restocked for the class as well. So don't worry about that. If you're taking the class and you're concerned about whether or not we'll have them in stock, they are all coming back. Yes, that's I just think they're a really great marker. So now I'm going to go in with the colorless blender. So you will get the colorless blender in your set. Mine is, this is a little preview of a new marker we're going to be carrying. This is actually the, these are called the artist markers. These aren't the brush tip markers. So this is a little sneak peek. You can see the chamber is a different color. So I'm actually giving you a little sneak peek, which I shouldn't be, but I am giving you a sneak peek. Let me take a sip of my drink here. I don't know why my live keeps on. I'm going to have to reload. For some reason, my live just doesn't. It's not catching up. There we go. I think we should be good now. All right. So now we're going to go in and use the okay. So we're going to go in and we're going to use our blender here. And again, we're going to talk about this in the class, how the blender doesn't only blend the colors, but will also allow for but will also allow for some striations in the color, which I promise will make much more sense in the class because we're going to talk about striations of color. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So the artist marker is a nib and not a real brush. Correct, Lisa. Yep. If I only need one marker color, can I order it with my no supplies class, or should I do it as a separate order? You will do it as a separate order, Penny. I mean, you can do it in the same order if you want. It's just the other ones, you know, there's no, it won't, the other one obviously isn't going to ship. It'll be fulfilled right away. But, yeah, you can order them together if you want. It doesn't matter. But if you don't have supplies, I would say you definitely want to order at least the blender and a marker. If you don't have any markers at all. So you can see how I'm lifting some of that color here. Now I'm not going to color this whole piece because obviously we would be here all night, but I just wanted to show you the gist of how this is going to work. Okay. So now we're going to do a little bit of green. And now I'm going to use the 632 and the 644. And the nice thing about our blenders is they also will work with any other alcohol marker. Believe me, I've tested them all. I've tested every last one. Are we getting that in inspiration box? Oh no, there won't be any markers in the inspiration boxes anytime soon, unfortunately. We'd have to order too many markers. They do, Luciana, but we're waiting to get the refills in. It's hard for us to get the refills because they will not ship them by air. They have to be shipped by sea, and we're working on trying to get a better option for them to come in. But they are refillable, yes. Hi, Amanda. Yes, they do have refills. We're just working on getting them in. And the refills are a phenomenal price, too. Yes, they blend perfectly with Copics. I've actually used them with Copics quite a few times. They work really well with any alcohol marker. The only thing they don't really work great with is how much would the refills are very inexpensive. I'm gonna have to look that up for you, Luciana, but I want to say they're hold on one second, I might be able to look. Bear with me one moment. Whoopsies. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let's see here. Dum dum dum. I know they're, I want to, see, I don't want to quote you the wrong price though. I know they're very inexpensive. Thanks, Nikki. Let's see, let's see. Bear with me, I found the file. Let's see, let's see. All right. So I'm going to continue coloring while I'm waiting for the file to open. And again, this is really, really, really easy peasy coloring. Okay, hold on. Oh no, this isn't the whole thing. I'm gonna have to look it up for you, Luciana. I'm not 100% certain. Not 100% certain, but I can definitely look for you eventually, and I'll post it in the group. I know they're very inexpensive. I know that. Lisa, it should ship soon. We're just waiting to get more from our supplier. That's the issue we're running into right now. I apologize about that, but it's I do know that there were some issues with getting enough from the supplier. Don't worry, next month we will not have those problems. We won't have those problems at all. It's just we're waiting for it to come back in. They're sold in color combos and individually. But yeah, right now we're just honestly just waiting to get more from the supplier. You guys really, really were awesome with the embossing powder of the month this year. I mean, it was we went through a lot of embossing powder, but we've already ordered triple of what we ordered last month for this month, so we shouldn't have a problem because I think you guys are really gonna love this month's. I mean, it's good. I think it's supposed to be here this week though, Lisa. I know, I love these markers. But yeah, you should be getting it very soon. We're just waiting for another supply. It was the same thing with the stencils. Oh my word, did you guys go bananas with those stencils. Which is a great thing, but we're just playing a little game of keep up. I'm only using 4 colors right now. 4 colors and a blender. But in the class, you will receive 12 colors. And of course, I'm going, you know, at a much faster pace than what I'll go in the class because I'm just, you know, coloring like I would normally color. I'm using the Not Your Mama's cardstock, which is the cardstock that I suggest anytime you are using alcohol markers. And it's because you can lay down, I'll show you right now. You can lay down a ton, and there you go. It does not bleed through. The class with the markers is $100. The class without the markers is $50. Yeah, February's real good. Real good. Yes, they are darker. I always suggest going in and testing them. So I always say going in and testing first. And making sure, but you'll see, I mean, when that's up next to that one, once it dries back, it may look very dark right now, but once it dries back, it is going to be, it'll be much lighter. So once these dry, they're going to make a lot more sense. You do, but you don't get a whole lot. I mean, you get 5 sheets to practice on. Yep. You'll get some to practice with. But I promise you, once you get some of it in the class, you are going to want to grab some more. And as soon as we restock the Not Your Mamas, it goes really quick. Yeah, pretty much. Just one stroke is a pretty good match. Yep. Yes, the cardstock is 130 pounds. I believe I saw that a couple of the team members wrote that, but yeah. Budget reset day. I love that. We don't have an exact date set for the class. As soon as the markers come in, that's when we're going to announce the class date. But it'll be very soon after the markers come in. We are just waiting on the markers right now. But they have been ordered, so they should be here soon. Yep. All right. Well, I am all done coloring for right now. So I am going to go ahead and finish up this card a little bit later because I have lots of things to work on tonight. So thank you so much for being a part of my life. I adore each and every one of you. Make sure to create something every day, whether that is your own alcohol marker coloring or creating your own ending. I will see you guys tomorrow. Lots of fun things planned for us to talk about and do tomorrow. Make sure to grab your marker class if you do want to take it, because I don't know how much longer they're going to be around, especially the lower level of the class. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you all so much for being a part of my life. I will talk to you soon. Remember to create your own ending, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, my friends.